Hi there, my name is Dari with Rocky Mountain Pilates and Yoga. I'd like to welcome you to 30 minutes of balance today. We're going to begin in a child's pose on your mat. So come on down to your knees. You're going to spread your knees open wide the distance of your mat. Big toes are together to create a nice wide base for balance. Crawl your fingers out forward in front of you and rest your forehead on your mat. So you're here in this child's pose. I'm going to walk you through some breathing exercises. Keep your forehead down, close your eyes. You're going to begin with a nice balanced breath. Inhale for 4 counts, really deeply, and feel your rib cage expand and fill with air. Then exhale all the way out through your mouth. Inhale for 4 through the nose. And breathe it all out through open lips. Close your lips. Inhale through your nose, creating an ocean sound in the back of your throat. And then with your mouth closed, exhale through the nose, creating that same ocean breathing. We're coming in, inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 4 counts. This is a nice steady breath that will help you balance as it keeps your nervous system calm and steady. While we go through our practice today, I want you to think about 3 strategies that will help you build your balance. First of all, your base. If you need more balance and you're struggling, widen your base. That could be your stance with your feet. It can be with your hands, spreading your fingers wide, spreading your toes wide. There's lots of ways to adjust your base. The second one is visual cues. There will be times when I ask you to close your eyes or change the direction of your gaze to challenge your balance. Your brain depends a lot on your vision to tell it what's going on and where you are in space. So if we remove that, it's a great way to challenge your balance. The third one would be to listen to your proprioceptors. Those proprioceptors are the specialized nerves that run through your muscles, joints, and connective tissues like a web and send feedback to your brain telling you about distortions in your muscles and positions with gravity. And we will practice challenging those proprioceptors and waking them up, actively engaging muscles around those joints that we're specifically working on at that moment. So those are 3 different strategies that we'll be using through our 30 minutes today. On your next inhale for 4, exhale all the way out. I want you to come up onto all 4s. Spread your fingers really wide to create a nice spread base with your fingertips. Make sure your knees are right underneath your hips. This is a really stable base. We're just going to make some circles around. And I want you to play with your weight transferring from one base to the next, hand in hand, knees to knees. You can feel a little bit of weight on the tops of your feet. Reverse your circle, go the other way. We're just practicing transferring weight, almost like a baby would, learning to crawl. I'm going to shift forward and back. So you're already practicing balance in a pretty simple way. So if balance is a struggle for you, this is a great way to wake up your brain. Now come onto all 4s evenly and really feel that your weight is evenly distributed between these 4 points. Curl your toes underneath, pick your hips up, and press into a downward facing dog. Now you can bend your knees a lot, that's fine. Our goal, our priority is to lengthen your spine. Now slowly we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet, and I want you to feel your weight transfer onto your feet. Your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. Fingertips out in front of you, and you're just going to rock forward and back from fingertips to feet, kind of just playing with your balance, practicing catching your weight on your feet, and maybe we lift our hands a little bit, catch your weight on your feet completely, rest back, pick up all your toes, all 10 toes, lift, spread your toes wide, and replace them on the floor. Now, make sure that your heels are right underneath their sit bones. So each foot is right underneath its own hip joint. We're going to C-grip our waist and slowly come to standing, feeling your bones stack one on top of the next, all the way up to a very tall posture. Circle your shoulders back and down, back and down, back and down. I'm going to turn to face you. I want you to lift very tall through the top of your head. Use your abdominals and open up your hip flexors, bringing your sacrum straight down towards the floor. That sacrum is that triangle bone right behind you. The tailbone is the point at the bottom. That tailbone is pointing straight down between your heels onto the floor. So you've got nice tall balance. Go ahead and close your eyes, and we're going to slowly rock your weight from left to right, left to right, left to right. Feel that pressure change in your feet. Take notice of what's happening in your calves. And let's rock back to center and find stillness. We're going to go forward and back. So a little bit of weight into your toes and then back into your heels, into your toes and back to your heels. That's right. Keep the eyes closed, and all the while growing taller to find balance. Never collapsing. We like to collapse into the floor for the security of being closer to the ground. But in actuality, you become stronger as you lift and grow and pull away from gravity. Now find stillness. You're going to rest back into the centers of your feet. Standing at the back of the mat, I want you to toe heel your feet together so your big toes are touching. The outsides of your feet are parallel with each other. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips all the way to the floor. Inhale, lift your head flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Walk out onto your hands and find a full plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, push your arms straight. Flip your feet to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Now, use your abdominals, pull your hips high, stand on the soles of your feet for downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale here. Take note of your nice spread toes and your nice spread fingers. Exhale it all out. Return to that ocean sound in the back of your throat. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees to the mat. Find a tabletop position back to that really square place. Extend your left leg straight out behind you. Lift your heel hip height. Reach the left arm past your ear and balance. Now, while you're here, I want you to close your eyes. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. Keep those eyes closed. Exhale. Replace your hand, replace your foot. Switch sides. Left leg extends out. Keep your spine really straight as you lift your heel. Reach your right arm straight past your ear. Close your eyes. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember to grow taller and longer to find balance. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace your hand, replace your knee, toes curl under, hips pick up high. Walk your hands back to your feet. Feel your balance. Return to your feet. This time, heel toe your feet together. Spread your toes wide, bend your knees, C-grip your waist, roll up to standing, stacking your bones one on top of the other. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands out to find a plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step out hip width. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, as you exhale, your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. That's not a problem. Your arms and your spine are as long as possible. One more inhale. Exhale, blow it all the way out. Drop your knees to the mat. Find your tabletop position. Really spreading your fingers wide, making sure your hands are under your shoulders. Extend your right leg back. Lift your heel as high as your hip. Left arm reaches straight past your ear. Your eyes are looking straight at the mat underneath you. Now close your eyes. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grow longer in length from heel to toe, from heel to fingers. Big exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace your hand, replace your knee, switch to the second side. So lengthen the left leg behind you. Reach the right arm past your ear. Your nose is pointing straight at the mat right underneath you. Close your eyes. Inhale and lengthen, longer, fingertips to foot. Exhale, stay that long. Blow it all out through the nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, blow it all the way out. Replace the hand, replace the knee, come back to all fours. Curl your toes underneath. Pick up the hips. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. From here, you're just going to bend your knees and really hang heavy. Let your head pull towards the mat using gravity. Now, heel toe your feet together. Big toes touch. Outsides of the feet are parallel. C-grip your waist. Slowly roll up, stacking one bone on top of the next, all the way to standing. Sweep the arms to the side. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walking the hands out into your plank. Your toes are together. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog and step the feet hip width. Take an inhale. Exhale, blow it all the way out. Lengthen your spine. One more inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Dropping the knees to the mat. Now listen for a change. Make sure that your hands are right under your shoulders. You're going to stretch the right leg back. Reach the left arm forward. And this time, eyes open, we're going to circle the arm and leg. So we're going to challenge our balance with some movement. Circling, reverse your circles, arms and legs are moving. Keep your balance by lengthening your spine. And find stillness, replace your hand, replace your knee, switch sides. So left leg lengthens, right arm reaches, eyes stay open, circle the arm and leg. Your eyes are looking straight down, lengthening the back of your neck. And reverse your circles. You can really do this with any kind of movement. You can move out to the side. You're just challenging your balance without holding a static position. Find stillness, replace your hand, replace your knee, curl your toes under, pick up into a down facing dog. This time we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, moving towards the front of the mat. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, C-grip your waist, roll up into standing, all the way up into your mountain pose. And from here, we're moving on to our sun B. So reach the fingertips all the way to the floor. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Fingertips touch the floor. Reach your arms overhead, chair pose. Now, this is a little bit of a change. Reach the arms back and find like airplane arms, really pulling the shoulder blades together. Lift your left heel, knees squeeze together, pull your toes up so you're standing on one foot like a flamingo. Keep your eyes straight at the floor in front of you. Choose one point. You're going to reach that foot back behind you. Try to lengthen out, lengthen out, lengthen out, lengthen out. Flex your foot and turn those toes in the air. Turn them straight to your mat. So you have a long warrior three. Take those toes down and find a lunge. So toes to the mat. We're going to reach up to a crescent lunge. From here, spin your back heel to the floor. So you have a 45-degree angle. There you go. Now for our balance, tighten your tummy, cactus your arms, and lift your chest to the ceiling so your gaze is up. Reach your arms overhead. Keep your arms here next to your ears. Pick up your heel. Transfer your weight over so you're leaning forward. And slowly, slowly, slowly come up, up, up with the legs. You're standing and reaching for warrior three. Slowly bring that knee in, knees to knees, returning to that chair, one-legged chair. Replace the foot. Forward fold. Just collapse over your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Reach your arms for chair pose. Right heel lifts, knees press together, right foot is in the air. Bring your arms back to airplane. Sorry about that. Slowly reach the leg long and straight behind you. Flex that back foot, looking straight at the floor. Find the mat with your toes. Reach up for a crescent lunge. Spin the back heel to the mat, warrior one. Open the arms, cactus arms, eyes to the ceiling. Reach the arms back up, pick up your heel. Now leaning forward, shift forward, find one spot on the floor. Slowly bring your back foot up. Find length, find length. Pull the knees together and replace the foot for chair pose. Fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands wide on the floor. Step back into a plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, push upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. We're going to repeat that Sun B. But first, find some balance. Bring your heart rate down. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. You're doing great. Remember, this is all to build better balance. On your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees like a frog, step or hop to the front of the mat, feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, find a straight back. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Reach your arms overhead, chair pose. Exhale, come all the way up to standing. Bend your knees, fingertips touch the floor. Make sure you can see your toes, arms reach overhead. Exhale, airplane arms. Lift your left heel, knees together. Reach your left leg back as you hinge forward. Try to create a long straight line. Toes to the floor, crescent lunge. Spin your left heel to the mat. Cactus your arms, eyes to the ceiling. Reach your arms overhead, come back to your crescent lunge. Heel up, shift forward over your right leg. Slowly bring your weight onto your right foot, lift your left, long straight line. Pull your knees together, one-legged chair. Replace the foot, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend, 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 bend. Bend your knees, reach your arms overhead, chair pose. Right foot lifts. Reach it back. Find that long warrior 3. Finger or toes, toe tips find the floor. Crescent lunge. Spin your right heel down to the mat. Cactus your arms. Open your chest to the ceiling. Eyes up. Come back to your crescent lunge. Pick up that heel. Now move nice and easy. Looking at the ground, find a fixed point. Transfer your weight forward until you can slowly lift that right leg. Make a long straight line, fingertips to heel. Slowly bring your knees together. Replace the foot, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands, step back to a high plank. Elbows to ribs, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog, straight knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to breathe and rest. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale it out. Step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. C-grip your waist. Bend your knees. Stack your bones. Make sure your toes are still spread wide. Beautiful job. Okay, turn to the long side of your mat. We're going to go into some triangle poses and half moon poses. And to do that, we want to step really, really wide. So if you reach your arms out and point your fingers down, that's about where you want the edges of your feet. That's pretty wide. So C-grip your waist. Turn your toes to the right. Your left foot is going to come about 45 degrees. Reach your arms. Lengthen tall. Shift forward and find your shin or your foot, or you can put your hand outside your foot next to your pinky toe. Any one of those places is fine. I'm going to go for my shin today. Now concentrate on reaching your left arm to the ceiling and taking your eyes up for your triangle pose. Slowly, we're going to put a micro bend in this front knee and walk your left foot up. Reach your fingertips clear to the floor. Now, I'm a little too close to the window, so I'm going to shift back. Fingertips come out here like arches, like spider hands, and you can take an angle and take it out to the edge of your mat if that helps you. Open up, slowly shift your weight onto that front foot. Lift the back leg for a half moon. Lengthen, inhale. Try to open the left side of the body to the ceiling. Exhale. Now this final challenge is, where are you looking? Oh, I don't want to look at the ceiling today. Bend your knee, replace that back foot. Come all the way up to standing, and let's switch to the other side. So, toes to the short end of the mat, 45 degrees with the back leg. Reach your arms. Hinge forward. Find your shin or your foot or outside your pinky toe, any one of those places. But for us, we're going to concentrate on turning our eyes to the ceiling and really opening up the top side of our body for our balance. Nice big breathing. Put a bend in your front knee. Walk your fingers out a few inches in front of you. Slowly shift your weight onto that front leg and lift the back foot long and straight behind you. Long and straight, long and straight, long and straight. And then slowly, maybe you can slowly turn your eyes to the ceiling. Big breath. Exhale it out. Slowly lower that foot back to the floor. Come on back up to your standing position and turn back. Bring those feet together. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. We're going to hold our right knee snug into our chest. So bring your right knee snug and high up into your ribs, as high as you can get them. For us today, we're just going to keep it here. Other hand C grips your waist. We're going to slowly open it to the side and look away. Look away and then grow tall. Inhale. Exhale. Can you feel your foot grounded to the floor? Exhale again. One more. Feel all the work that's going on in that calf, all the way up through your thighs and glutes. Return your knee to your chest. Squeeze it in tight. Hold it there. Let go with your hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it. Shake it all out. Get ready for the left leg. Pull your left knee into your chest. Keep it up high. Remember to keep standing tall to find balance. Open that foot up to the side. C-grip your waist and turn your eyes slowly over your shoulder. A trick with the eyes that helps is if you first look a little bit with your eyes and then let your nose follow. Then look another few inches with your eyes, let your nose follow until you're finally to where you want to be with your head. Sometimes if you try to move all in one big motion, it just throws you off balance. Big inhale. Exhale. And return your knee, return your gaze. Give it a big squeeze into your chest. Flex this foot. Let go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it all out. We'll do tree. This is our final balancing pose, standing. So you've got options here. You can either kickstand your toe and kind of give yourself some balance If you're tired and that's where you need to be today, good choice. Place the foot on the calf or all the way above your knee onto your thigh. Wherever you are, press the bottom of your foot into your leg and your standing leg back into your foot. So you have a connection, palms together, find your midline. We're going to interlace our fingers, turn our palms away from us, stretch our arms up overhead, give yourself length, and then slowly try that trick. Close your eyes or change your gaze. Look up with the eyes, follow with your nose. Look up with the eyes, follow with your nose. One more big inhale. Exhale. Return your palms to your chest. Release the leg, shake it out for the left side. Left foot, remember your options. You can go here like a kickstand, above or below the knee. Wherever you find, make sure you have equal pressure pressing into each other, foot to leg, leg to foot. Interclasp your fingers, turn your palms away, reach up overhead, try to straighten those elbows, and then choose your line of sight. With your line of sight fixed, turn your focus down to that big toe. Anchor your big toe into the floor and feel the muscles of your calves and foot working, much like when we were tabletop at the beginning and we were shifting from hands to knees. The same thing is happening in your foot. It's shifting and shifting and shifting. So let that work happen. Return your gaze, return your palms to each other, to your heart. There you go. Release the arms, release the legs, shake it all out. Beautiful job. Take a step towards the front of your mat. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Toe heel your legs apart. All the way, toes to the edges of your mat, to the outside, and then slowly come down into a yogi squat. Palms touch here. I'm going to turn and face you. Palms come together at your sternum to find your midline. And close your eyes and just let those hips be grounded. If you have a pillow or a block and you need to sit on it here to give yourself some support, that's a great option. We're going to breathe. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this position for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. This is a very grounding, deep squat. You are balancing, but it's super easy because your base is wide and you are low. Big inhale. Exhale. Reach your right fingertips straight to the floor, past your right foot. Twist and reach with your left arm up. Eyes are looking past your hand up towards the ceiling. And return to center. Second side, left fingertips reach out past your foot to the floor. Right fingertips reaching straight up on the diagonal. Eyes are looking past your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Return to center. Place your hands behind you and just sit back. Hold on to your knees and let yourself roll down onto your spine. Hug your knees into your chest. Curl your forehead to your knees. Reach your legs out long to the far corners of your mat. Scoop your shoulders back underneath you so that your palms can roll face up. Big inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Open your mouth and blow it all out. Stay where you are. I'm going to give you this moment of your final pose to let all of this balance work that you just did with your nervous system sink in and register into your body. So we'll have a few minutes here to rest in quiet. I will speak to you and wake you up when it's time. We'll give you 2 or 3 minutes here. I just want you to let your breath calm and relax and return to normal. Big inhale and exhale. This next exhale, I want you to start wiggling your fingers and toes, breathing some life back into your limbs. Shake your head back and forth, yes and no. Wake up your neck. When you're ready, you're going to curl your knees into your chest and roll over onto your right side. Lie there for a moment on your right side, nice and easy. Use your hands to walk you up to a nice seated position. Sit with your legs in front of you, ankles crossed. Reach your arms out over your knees, lift tall through your spine, and feel yourself sitting really perched on top of your sit bones. Thank you so much for joining me for 30 Minutes of Balance. Again, my name is Dari. You can find me at RockyMountainPilates.com. You can email me, Dari, at RockyMountainPilates.com. Please reach out to me if you would like to do some individual work with me. I'd be happy to work with you, and we can tackle some of the issues that you may face together. I'd be happy to do that. So please leave your comments and like my video, and I can't wait to see you next time.